Harvesting whales for food consumption is deeply rooted in Japan's culture, but since 1982, bans and regulations have been placed by the International Whaling Commission to attempt to reduce or eliminate commercial whaling. And in 1986, the International Whaling Commission banned it completely. Shortly after these first regulations were set up by the IWC, Japan objected them and continued fishing. Japan got away with their illegal fishing operations through a loophole in the regulations that were set, stating that the whales that were being killed were not for food, but for scientific research. Japan claims that the research is regarding marine ecosystems and whale migration patterns. In the laws that were set, it explains how no whale meat can go to waste if research is being conducted. So the most upsetting thing about this issue is Japan's dishonesty of why they continue to fish for these whales. The International Court of Justice has ruled the whaling practices in Japan as unnecessary, and that the number of whales being killed is unreasonably large. They also stated that little scientific research benefited from these programs. The illegal fishing operations in Japan continue to hurt the already endangered whale population in the Southern Ocean. There are many other ways to get the scientific research necessary for the programs, including non-lethal tactics like tagging. Japan has not considered non-lethal practices for their research. Some organizations, like the environmental activist group the Sea Shepherd, fight against the banned practices that Japan is carrying out. These types of organizations are groups of volunteers that fight for the preservation of these endangered animals. Stricter regulations and fines could be placed on the Japanese programs that continue to overfish today. The traditions that Japan have should be forgotten when the act of hurting the ecosystem and environment come into play.
I left old Kentucky in a blinding fog, headed for the Southland, hauling cedar logs along around Salina.